Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. Today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down here for this offense. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
It's 2nd down here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
1st and 10 play coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that is a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is go to the sideline, talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Tight end goes in motion. On the run, it's Hicks. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right here.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
It's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Crispy gets so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And he stopped at the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Southern Miss offense is back out there now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Just a pre-snap movement. Back in motion. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play. They were not surprised at all that the fullback got the ball. He had nowhere to go. They stuffed that play from the beginning.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
First down, they'll keep the running game churning. Fighting off the defender. And that run produces a decent game.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Eagles are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. Kick is up and no good. After the miss, still down by 7.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown to at least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Hey guys up front, line up. It's 1st down. Trying to find room. It's Hicks. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. And they keep the drive going. It's a 1st down to the 46. A new set of downs after that completion. And the single back takes the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. And the same runner's got it again. Getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
And the jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball, attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in and stretches this defense out wide, it can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. And moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway. Give the offense the football at the 46.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Here comes the Golden Eagles offense back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. It's an option look. The back's got on the pitch. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. The Golden Eagles will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Ball handed off. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so a really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. And the Golden Eagles pick up enough yards to move the sticks. First and goal, will try to run it in. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Second and goal for the offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Second down and goal upcoming. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking for a gap. It's Smith. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And early attack on the extra point. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. He's found some room with the 45. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution of the option. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Linebacker shifting around now. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defensive coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. On the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. They pick up the first down, tackled at the 25. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Important 2nd down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Got him, he's sacked. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Well, the defensive end's just too athletic for this offensive line. Coming off the edge, quarterback didn't even see him coming. How about that sack by the defense?
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Now the handoff. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout of the half now. Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. looks for an open man. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Trying to extend the play. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. One more play before they head to the locker room. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Puts the defender into the spin cycle and breaks free. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Golden Eagles will kick this away to get the second half going. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Stopped short of the marker after just a short game. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Looking for some space. It's Hicks. Gets some space and on the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Bama. They will claim the second half lead.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. Comes the Southern Mississippi offense back out on the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Back in motion now. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
Yeah, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen and kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. How about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that 1st down? Great job by the D.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Look at the time in the pocket. Finally delivers to the left.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. Even in a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Powers through. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. And the Golden Eagles will crank up the tempo. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down, but broke the tackle to produce a solid gain there. So remember, they missed the field goal earlier. Now they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And there's the handoff. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the single back takes the handoff. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the 1st down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, the offense goes with a jet sweep, and the defense is there. That is a tough play to defend, but give them credit for playing with discipline, especially with their eyes, not getting caught up, squeezing inside. They got to the outside and prevented that from being a big play.
Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. impressive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
BHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Southern Miss offense is back out there now. Remember, last time, they were on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The Golden Eagles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Oh, what a move. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing that he's potentially capable of doing it.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44. And the Golden Eagles have 1st and 10 here. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
2nd down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. A quick throw out left, complete. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a 1st down. And as that clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. A penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Extra point try coming now. PHC up and good. We get a little bit closer. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. the Alabama offense onto the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one went intercepted.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. He's got it out of the 25. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, tie.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Golden Eagles offense back on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Hand off to the single back. And it'll be Smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. They're able to get him down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Short pass finds the tight end. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. They'll try the option play here. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The game makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Alabama. Kicking team out for the PAT try. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Comes the Southern Mississippi offense back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Back's got it again. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Ball handed off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Caught in the backfield. It's Jamania. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Catch made on the left side. Good enough for first down yardage. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
Okay, ready?
Now this is the 8th play from this drive. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Looking right, this one caught. Well, a field goal here does them no good, so the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? No, they stop him short. The defense with a big fourth down play to protect this lead late in the game. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure.